everyone, so today I'm doing a very special tag, and this is the Booktube partner tag. And my Booktube partner is Becky from Becky's Book Time. And I am just so happy to be doing this tag with her because, first of all, our names are very similar. Her name is Becky and my name is Rebecca, so we thought it would be perfect to do this tag together. So exciting. And second of all, the reason why I'm most excited to do this tag with her is Becky is just such an amazing booktuber and person. She is always nice and sweet and yet really intelligent in her videos. And I always enjoy watching them, and she's pretty recent to Booktube, probably around the same time frame as I am, but I totally feel like more people should be watching her because she is so awesome. So if you have not checked out her channel, I will put a link below. Please go check her out, and I will also, once it is uploaded, put a link to her version of Booktube partner tag down below too. So please check her out and go subscribe because she's just awesome. This tag consists of her sending me 10 book-related questions and 2 personal questions in which I will answer, and then I send her the same 10 questions also. So I'm going to get right into it. The first question is, did you have a favorite author when you were growing up? And yes, I did. I would say that my favorite author growing up was J.K. Rowling, and while that series is my favorite series from my childhood, is not necessarily consist of my favorite book. My favorite book is still The Giver. The second question is, what is the best book that I studied at school? And I actually picked 2. The first is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. Both of these books are classics because we studied a lot of classics in school. And The Moonstone was kind of a surprise to me. I had to pick it for an honors English class, I think, and it was something where we got to choose from a couple of books, and I chose this one. I knew nothing about it, but it turns out the story is about a woman who has this moonstone, this beautiful gem, and she has a party and she's wearing it, and then it's gone. And it's all a mystery, and they're trying to solve where it went. The second book is Hiroshima by John Hersey, and this book is I believe it is nonfiction, but in kind of using fiction techniques to write it. It is the story of 6 survivors of Hiroshima and kind of them dealing with the aftermath of the first bomb, I believe. It is really well done. I don't usually like sad books, but this one is really good. The third question is, where and what time of day do I like to read? I generally read in the evening, either sitting in my desk, not this chair, my desk in front of my computer, and I usually sit there and read while listening to music or even watching Booktube videos, or I read in bed, but generally in my chair. The other place I read is I drive to work, and I drive 15 or so minutes early because there can be traffic, and I sit there, and it's my favorite time to bring out my book and read for 5 to 10 minutes. The fourth question is there a book that I couldn't finish because I found so boring? And the answer to that question is definitely yes. Before Booktube, when I got bored of a book, I put it down. I didn't continue to read it, and I was like, well, I might read it later. But I just didn't push myself. Nowadays, I really push myself because I want to give you guys honest reviews, and if I only review the books I love, you won't know the books that I don't like, and it's not fair to just say I don't like a book if I haven't actually finished the book. So these are some books that I haven't finished that I will probably read in the future, and they are really popular books, so you guys might be surprised. The first book is Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, and I picked up this book actually because of the movie. I did not see the movie, but it looked really cool, and then it got horrible reviews, so I didn't go see it. But I still picked up the book, and I was just bored. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I did not find it interesting, so I will try again. But I got that far. Yeah, it was not good. Anyways, moving on. The next book I couldn't finish was Delirium by Lauren Oliver. I know you all hate me for this, but I just got bored. It was so predictable for me, and I will pick it up again. I'm about that far, so I'm a good chunk through the book, but The fifth question is, has a book ever made me laugh out loud? And if so, which one? And yes, although it is really hard to remember which one because I don't read a lot of funny books. It's usually a serious book with a funny moment. Oh my gosh, I just remembered one. So one book that always makes me laugh out loud is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. The bad guys in that book are hilarious. They are so funny. So if you haven't read that book, read it. It is funny, at least to my dark, sarcastic sense of humor. Also, The Hobbit, when I read it when I was younger, had some really funny moments in it to me, but that might be my weird sense of humor again. So the sixth question is, if I buy a book series, do I just buy one of them or do I buy the whole series at once? And this is something that I found really strange with Booktube, the way people do it. I buy only one book, unless I've read like the first book and I loved it, and then maybe I'll buy the other books all at once. But otherwise, I have never, ever bought a series and haven't actually read any of it. I don't want to offend anyone. It's just, there's some bad books out there in the world that I don't want to read, and so I can't trust that it's going to be good. So I buy the first, I read it, I don't have infinite money, and then I'll go out and buy the other books if I really love it. The seventh question is, do I care if my books all match physically if they're in like a series? And it's whether it matters whether they're paper or hardback, all the same, or if they have the same cover. And the short answer to this question is no, I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry, I do care if a cover is pretty, but I don't care that much. I really care about the contents of the book, and honestly, until recently, I put books on a bookshelf, but I didn't really look at them afterwards. I mean, I love looking at the fact that I have books, but if I really love a series, then maybe I care if I have all the same cover, but I don't think I'll ever care if I have paper or hardback. The eighth question is, what is my favorite book to movie adaptation? And my favorite has been Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, and this was a Miyazaki film. I can't even say that. It is so good. If you have not seen it, please go see the film and read the book. They are both excellent. Howl's Moving Castle is a children's book and is about Howl, who is a very unhappy wizard, but in a children's sense. And there's Sophie, and Sophie gets cursed to become an old lady by the Wicked Witch, and so it's all about their adventures. It's really heartwarming, and it kind of teaches you lessons about life too, so it's excellent, and the film is beautiful. The ninth question is, which book do I wish could be made into a movie? And there are two, and I think they're both actually being made into a movie. I know that one is. The Giver by Lois Lowry, I would love to see that in movie form. I heard a while back that they were going to make it, but I have yet to see it. And then Ender's Game. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait until that movie comes out. It is going to be the best. So yes, those two. And the 10th question of the book questions is, which book on my shelf am I most excited to read? And that is a pretty easy answer. It was in my book haul, and that book is The Bone Season by Shannon Smith. And this is about a girl who can read people's thoughts, and she gets involved with the government. She doesn't want to. She's captured by them, and it's in the future, like 50 years in the future, and it's supposed to be amazing. I hold this book, I didn't realize until after that underneath the dust jacket is beautiful, so now I'm going to show you that because I can. Woohoo! Alright, so here it is. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at the side. Oh my gosh. And look at this on the inside. It's so beautiful. The first question of the personal questions is, do I have any hobbies? And yes, I do. So first hobby is obviously making videos for you guys. Second hobby, most importantly, is reading. Third hobby is drawing and art. I do a lot of that, and I'm hoping to in the future maybe show you guys. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. What else? I like to write, but I have a hard time pushing myself to do that. And I like watching TV every once in a while. So those are the things that I most enjoy, and I love watching Booktube videos. A lot. Really a lot. Oh, and I like watching video game videos. So yes, all of those. Second question is, what is my favorite animal? And my favorite animal is a cat. Not that I don't love dogs, because I do, but I've never owned any. Someday I will own a dog. But right now I have two adorable black and white tuxedo kitties, Sophie and San, and I love cats, and they're the best. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. It has been amazing and awesome. I hope this video isn't too long for you guys. I will try to edit it down. And yes, please go check out Becky's video and subscribe to her. Bye!